Let's go ahead and start creating virtual networks with PowerShell. I've created a script here, so that way we save some time. The command to create, or rather say the commandlet to create a virtual network is new-azure rm virtual network, and the commandlet to create a subnet is as follows: new-azure rm virtual network subnet config. The names that I've used is healthcare and banking, and the CIDR blocks that I'm using here is 192.168.1.0/24, and the second one is 2.0/24. And the output of each of these commandlets is stored in their respective variables, subnet 1 and subnet 2. And I'm going to use new-azure rm virtual network commandlet to create a virtual network with the name prod_vnet. It would be created in the resource group called dev in location East US, and the address prefix, well, this is incorrect because the address prefix must match. I will just change it. It is 192.168.0.0/16, and its subnet will be subnet 1 and subnet 2, and we will get these variables from line number 4 and line number 5. Right? That's pretty simple. One new thing that I really want to tell here is the importance of this character. If you might have noticed, there's a small character here. This is called as line continuation, also called as tilde. It is a small button right under the escape key on the keyboard. So this is used for line continuation. If we do not use this, then PowerShell will not consider it as line continuation. So it will stop right here, and line number 8 will be considered as a separate commandlet. Yeah. So that's why if I have to tell line number 7 that, hey, line number 8 is continuation of line number 7, then I'm going to put that special character there. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and execute this. There you go. Just wait for less than 15 seconds and your virtual network and subnet and all of that in right from line 1 through 8 should be ready. We can also verify the same fact. Well, you got an error. PowerShell errors are very descriptive in nature, and the reason I say that is there's a solution right there in the error message itself, and the solution is that resource group dev could not be found. I do not have a resource group with that name, and that's why it just gave me that error. I have a resource group called prod though, so I can use that. All right. Now let's run it one more time. Well, I think there was an error in line number 7, not in line number 4 and 5. So I will execute just like that, line number 7 and 8. I don't want to execute line 4 5 because they have already been executed. Another error. The address prefix 192.168. Well, you know what the problem is. There's a lot of intentional errors that I'm doing so that you can see and understand how descriptive PowerShell errors are. It says the address prefix, it could not be found because there's a typo right here. Okay, let's run it one more time. This time it must create a VNet with those two subnets. And once it is created, we will use PowerShell command to fetch the information about this VNet to see if it's really created. And then we can go to GUI as well to verify that fact. Well, while that is running, let's get the command ready. You can just say get-azure rm virtual network. Is that the command? Yeah. There you go. You got the output right here on the screen, but I will execute this to find out all the virtual networks that we have. That's that. And then just like web apps, you can also pipe it out further and say, hey, I want to look at the name, and then give me the resource group, and then tell me the location. That's all. You don't want all the other garbage that it just shows up on the screen. So execute line number 11, and then it will show the output beautifully on the screen. You can of course do wonderful other things like piping out to an Excel or a CSV or whatever you want. Well, one thing is that we did not get the resource group, because it's not resource group, it is resource group name. Right, so that's it. There you go, you got the output. It's prod vnet prod east west. So let's go ahead and start building some virtual machines in that virtual network.